Hello, this is Stephanie, and again, you've made your way to my channel, Saving with Stephanie J. Well, are you ready for a good startle? Are you ready to see something that will make you go, kind of catch your breath just a little bit? That's kind of what I've got you. I would like to say this is a good ghost story, but it's not a story. You will see in the video that I'm about to show you something that I caught with my security cameras, my Nest Cam, here at the house one night I was at work. Let me kind of set up what you are about to see, okay? You will see the video of off of my Nest Cam, probably not quite a year ago. You know that I am a nurse and I work third shift. And whenever, whenever something happens in the house or something with the Nest cameras and the system that I have set up, if something happens, it will alert me online, okay? And I also have my lights, I use Philips Hue lights, and then you can set and you can turn lights on, you can turn lights off. It's really easy. And so what I do, I was going to show you the app. Let's see Philips Hue right here. That can turn on like I could be sitting at work in the middle of the night and turn like the living room light on downstairs. I could turn it off. I can turn on the lights upstairs, and that's kind of what I would do during the night, just, kind of randomly on and off. And it gives the illusion to somebody that may be outside that somebody is here home at the house. I'm single, and, in the middle of the night, you don't, you want somebody to think somebody's here. And so that's what I, do every once in a while, just on 2-3 minutes, then off. Takes 2 seconds. Very, very easy. So what you're going to see is something that I was alerted to about 5:30 in the morning. I was sitting doing the morning's staffing and getting everything, wrapped up for the night, because at 7 o'clock, my relief would come in, we'd give report, and I'd go home. So it was 5:30, and I was kind of, getting things together, and my phone went ding. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it, because, sometimes, it could have been in one of my outside Nest cams, and a cat or something had walked by. But I kind of glanced down, and it said inside, and it said downstairs in the living room. I thought, kind of odd. The thing about it is, Lola was not here, okay? Somebody keeps her on the nights that I work, so that they can be company for their dog. So you will see, as you see this, what I'm about to show you, you can see on the right-hand side, you can see the door, and you can see out the door that it's dark. So you can see that it's middle of the night, or actually the morning, about 5:30. A couple of nights before this had happened, I had been doing a cook with me, something like that. And so you will see one of these big, huge box lights that's, on the big pedestal. You can see that because my kitchen will go along this way, and the box light's right there at the bar, shining over the bar into the kitchen where I was filming. At the bottom of each of these pedestals that have the light bar, there are weights, so they don't tip over, because the lights in them are fairly expensive. And so it is on a big old stick, and it's got the 4 prongs like that, and they're all weighted. So to tip them over is kind of, not very easy. Sometimes, how I had pushed it up to the bar because I wanted it out of the way, because I didn't want to bring it all the way upstairs and then in a day or two had to take it all the way back downstairs because it's kind of a pain. They're kind of big. And so I had just pushed it in there at the bar right with the bar stools. So you can see the bar barely, and you can see the light that is here. So what you're going to be looking at is you're going to be looking right at almost the light. But the camera is set up to where you can see if somebody comes in the front door from the inside. I have cameras on the outside so I can see somebody coming in, and then I have cameras on the inside pointed at all four, at all the doors. So in that way, if somebody does come in and the outside camera misses them, Lord forbid, I have got, I've got their face, and it records on a cam somewhere that, even if somebody slapped it or done something to the camera itself, they can even steal the camera, but their face is still caught. So I always think that's the best way to go, especially if you're single and working third shift, okay? So imagine sitting there and, you're writing, doing all your stuff, and, the night's, ticking away and morning's coming and your day shift's about to arrive, and, you've really got your mind on what you're doing, on your paperwork. And like I say, I got that ding, and I just kind of glanced over it, and I just saw it said nest, and I didn't think too much about it. And then maybe closer to about 6 o'clock, I kind of glanced over at it again and was going to scoot my cell phone off the, scoot it over so I could have more room to put up my paperwork. And I noticed that it said downstairs inside the living room. Okay? All right. And this is what it caught. Now, remember, it's about 5:30 of the morning. There is nobody home. I'm not home. I'm at work. I can prove I'm at work. If anybody ever thought that this was done, I'll let you see, and you tell me what you think. Okay, here it goes. What did you think of that? It's real funny. You can see that it almost is at the bar. It backs up. Lola's down here on all my stuff. It backs up, turns, stops, and falls forward, almost trying to take out my camera. I will tell you that after I saw this, I kind of did not want to come home that morning, because I can see all the doors, and I could see there was nobody here. Nobody had come in the house, because I run the cameras back on the inside and outside. There was nobody here. Lola was not here. What do you think about that? It definitely gave me cause for a little alarm. Let's watch it again. Okay, now that you have seen that again, I'll give you even a little bit more backstory. I've probably lived here 10 years, maybe? Close to it, maybe, 10, 11. Let's see, Jessica, when I got married, she was 12. She's 30 now. 2, 14, probably about 12, 13 years. When Jessica lived here, her bedroom was downstairs. Mine is upstairs. And it was nothing for us to call each other. And, she'd call me and say, when you come down, can you bring this? Or I'd call her when you come upstairs, make sure you bring all your white clothes so I can wash clothes. I mean, we would text each other, which is kind of silly, up and down, you know, for me being upstairs and her being downstairs, but neither one of us, I told her, I said, I don't want neither one of us to holler through the house. You know, nobody likes that. So, you know, just, we'll just text. No big hairy deal. There were so many nights that she would text me or call me and say, would you please quit running around upstairs? You know, I can't sleep if you keep doing that. You keep waking me up. You keep waking me up. I can't, you know, do something. You're running up and down the stairs. I was in there in my bed almost half asleep, and she could hear downstairs that somebody was running around upstairs. I could hear on occasion that something that I had thought that Jessica was coming up the stairs, turning and then coming down the hall. I have hardwood floors in my house, which are fairly old, that come with the house. And so they squeak and, you know, and a lot of noise. And so I would think she was coming upstairs maybe, you know, to tell me something, show me something. But then the footsteps would stop right outside my door. And I'd think, well, why is she not coming on in? And I'd be like, hey, Jessica, what'd you need? Hey, you know, I'm not asleep. You know, maybe she thought I was asleep and was listening, you know, for me to see if I was asleep. And it wasn't Jessica. There have been things that have not been in the correct place. I'm kind of a really big creature of habit. And if I put my keys here, you know, this here, I kind of have little spots for what I know I need. Then that way it's less confusion. There are so many times that I will come and things are not where I left them. And I kind of think, you know, I almost think, you know, I'm losing my mind. Am I putting stuff where I, you know, am I putting things where I didn't think I was? Or I thought I laid that there. I thought I put this here and it's not here. It's over there or downstairs or in a different spot. There have been many things that I have caught here on the Nest camera. There are some, and this is one of them that I'm showing you. There are some that I do not feel too comfortable in showing people because it also shows other things. And part of my, you know, I might be walking. Anyway, there's just other things, many things that I've caught on the Nest camera over the years that has definitely gives you pause. Very interesting. I'm sitting here thinking back over all of them. I don't know what to make of this. I know what I think. Boy, Lola's just sleeping good. I don't want to say too much. I want y'all to watch the clip again. And it was, like I say, it was interesting. Is a good word. It was very interesting. Tell me down below what you think and what your idea is. Nobody was home. I was sitting at work. And even when the nurse came in that morning and, you know, a few hours later and, you know, we were talking, doing a report, I said, look at this. And I kind of slid it over to her and she's like, ah. And I'm like, yeah. Because you can clearly see the time on it and I'm not there because I'm sitting there with her. But the clip that I'm showing you doesn't have a time on it. It's on the outside. And I can see it on the outside, but it's hard. You can't see it from the inside because what you're seeing, yeah. It's interesting. Let me know down below what you think. Tell me if everything has ever happened at your house. tell me what you're doing for Halloween. Like I say, I have saved this. I think it was in February. I think it was February. I'll have to look back on the stamp, on the time stamp, and see what date it was. But I certainly didn't want to come home that morning because I knew nobody had been in the house because I could see. Just tell me what you think. Okay? All right. We will talk to you later. Have a good Halloween. I hope that you and your kids enjoy it. Share many good sugary snacks. Have a lot of fun. Be careful. And make memories. Because that's the most important thing. Alrighty? So that was a little something spooky. We'll talk to you later. Bye.